In the year 2147, humanity had reached a point where the complexities and inefficiencies of the judicial system could no longer be handled by human judges alone. Thus, the AI justice system was born. This advanced system, named Judicator, was designed to be impartial, efficient, and free from the biases that plagued human judgment. It promised to deliver justice swiftly and fairly, analyzing evidence and applying laws with impeccable precision. For years, Judicator's rulings were celebrated. Crime rates plummeted, and the backlog of court cases vanished. Yet, as with any system, cracks began to show. The infallibility of Judicator was soon put to the test in a case that would shake the foundations of this new era of justice. It all began with a high-profile murder in the bustling metropolis of Neo-Tokyo. Naomi Katsura, a prominent scientist known for her work in cybernetics, was found dead in her laboratory. The police quickly apprehended a suspect, Dr. Elias Thorpe, a former colleague of Katsura. The evidence seemed overwhelming. Thorpe's fingerprints were on the murder weapon, and surveillance footage showed him entering the lab shortly before the estimated time of death. Dr. Thorpe, however, maintained his innocence. He claimed he was being framed, but with the evidence so heavily stacked against him, his protests fell on deaf ears. The case was swiftly brought before Judicator, an imposing holographic presence, presided over the trial. Its voice was calm and measured as it recounted the evidence. The prosecution laid out a compelling case, leveraging Judicator's flawless recollection of facts and logical deductions. Thorpe's defense attorney, Laura Chen, knew she faced an uphill battle. Chen was a seasoned lawyer, known for her tenacity in her belief in the fundamental principles of justice. She had reservations about the AI justice system from the start, fearing that an algorithm, no matter how advanced, could never fully grasp the nuances of human experience and morality. As Judicator meticulously dissected the evidence, Chen noticed something troubling. The AI's interpretation of the data was disturbingly rigid. It seemed to lack the ability to consider alternative explanations or the context of Thorpe's actions. Chen decided to challenge the AI's reasoning. Judicator, Chen began, addressing the holographic judge, while the evidence you have presented is indeed compelling, it is also circumstantial. Dr. Thorpe has consistently maintained his innocence. Isn't it possible that the true perpetrator manipulated the evidence to frame him? Judicator's holographic eyes fixed on Chen. The probability of Dr. Thorpe's innocence, given the evidence, is less than 0.01%. The likelihood of a frame-up is statistically insignificant, Chen pressed on. Statistics and probabilities are tools, not definitive answers. Justice is not solely about what is probable but what is true. I request a deeper investigation into the possibility of tampered evidence. The courtroom fell silent. Judicator processed Chen's request. Granted, it finally said. A thorough review of the evidence will be conducted. Judicator assigned a team of forensic experts to re-examine the evidence. They discovered subtle anomalies in the surveillance footage and inconsistencies in the forensic data. It appeared that someone with advanced knowledge of cybernetics had indeed manipulated the evidence to incriminate Dr. Thorpe. As the investigation unfolded, Chen and her team uncovered a conspiracy within the cybernetics industry. Katsura had been on the verge of a breakthrough that would revolutionize artificial intelligence, but her discovery threatened powerful interests who stood to lose billions. These interests had orchestrated her murder and framed Thorpe to protect their assets. Armed with new evidence, Chen returned to the courtroom. Judicator, we have found proof that the evidence against Dr. Thorpe was manipulated. The real culprits are still at large. Dr. Thorpe is innocent. Judicator analyzed the new data. The courtroom held its breath as the holographic judge processed the implications. Dar. Elias Thorpe, Judicator finally declared, based on the newly presented evidence, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. An investigation into the true perpetrators will commence immediately. The courtroom erupted in a mixture of relief and astonishment. Thorpe, overwhelmed with emotion, thanked Chen profusely. But Chen's expression remained somber. the case of Dr. Elias Thorpe sparked a nationwide debate about the AI justice system. Critics argued that while Judicator was efficient, it lacked the flexibility and empathy required for true justice. Supporters maintained that the system had ultimately worked. As the truth had been uncovered, Chen found herself at the center of this debate. She argued for a hybrid system where human judges and AI work together, combining the strengths of both. AI can process data and recognize patterns beyond human capability, she said in a televised debate. But justice is not just about data. It's about understanding the human condition, context, and the nuances that no algorithm can fully comprehend. Her words resonated with many, leading to reforms in the judicial system. The AI justice system was restructured to include human oversight, ensuring that the quest for justice remained both precise and compassionate. Years later, Chen looked back on the Thorpe case as a turning point in her career and in the history of justice. The reformed system, now known as the Integrated Justice System, IJS, became a model for other nations. Cases were processed with unprecedented efficiency, yet each ruling was tempered with human insight. Judicator, now part of the IJS, had also evolved. It learned from its interactions with human judges, becoming more adept at considering the broader context of each case. The partnership between humans and AI had created a more balanced and fair judicial system. Chen's efforts had not only saved an innocent man but had also reshaped the future of justice. She continued her work as a lawyer, ever vigilant and ready to ensure that justice, in all its forms, was truly served. In the end, the story of the AI justice system was not just about technology, but about the enduring human spirit and the relentless pursuit of what is right.